Welcome back to another week of TFT Masterclasses. This week it's going to be a bit different. As I mentioned, we are about in the fourth week of the current patch, 13.24b. So that's why I'm not making a video on the patch specifically, like regarding like units or just how to play. Today I'll be talking about the TFT Esports side, so the competitive side of TFT for the North American circuit, both for competitors and spectators. And yeah, so we'll get straight into it. I'll talk about like everything you need to know regarding NA TFT Esports for set 10. So I'll talk about the tournaments, I'll talk about like qualification, how to sign up and like steps you have to complete, and then also for spectators like how to watch the tournament, how to enjoy it, and really be able to find everything you need. So if you have any questions, please let me know, either unmute your mic or type in the chat. I'm happy to answer anything. Okay, so set 10 NA TFT Esports. Don't worry too much about the graphic. It'll just be for the thumbnail. I'll get into it more specifically. So first thing we need to mention is GG Tech. So TFT Esports previously was run by Giant Slayer, like Wisdom, but now we have swapped over to GG Tech, which I believe is actually the same organization that runs the European TFT Esports. So now it's a collab of Riot and GG Tech running the TFT Esports. We're a little bit later into the set. That's why there are, well, I'll talk about like the tournament dates, but it's a little squished. Normally the tournaments are more like spread out and there's more, but also the change of the 0.5s, right? Like we are just set 10. There's not going to be a set 10.5. We're just going to be going straight to set 11. So anyway, that's the first thing. Next thing we need to know is this is going to be the website. I'll send a link into this into the description and also probably the voice chat after the class. This is where you'll be able to find all the information on their websites. You can also join their Discord to check out more info depending on what you're looking for. So the main things we'll be looking at today is just the tournament details. So I'll pull up a roadmap and a calendar, show important dates. We'll talk about the ladder system, what that means, how that helps you to qualify, what qualifier points are, and then talk a little bit about the regional finals, which is basically the big tournament for North America where we decide who we are sending to Worlds to represent North America. So as I mentioned, it's a little bit different than than our regular masterclasses. I'll be showing a little bit more of, I guess, like just the website. So this is it, right? natftesports.teamfighttactics.leagueoflegends.com. It is a long, I'll just send it in the voice chat channel for those who are watching this live, so you could check it out and maybe follow along if you want. If not, then just pay attention or just like watch and you'll find everything you need. Long like link, however, it will lead you to this. This is the main page. So first thing I want to talk about is this little like graphic here. So we have only 2 tournaments for set 10, the KDA Cup and the Heartsteel Cup. These are our like regular tournaments, and then regional finals will be like the big tournaments. I'll talk about this later, but for now we'll just focus on these 2. So KDA Cup and Heartsteel Cup. What are these cups? Well, basically these are the esport tournaments or the competitive tournaments that North American TFT players will have to play in order to try to get to the regional finals. So you see these are the lines that link up, where basically the whole point of this is trying to get to regional finals and then hopefully to Worlds. Playing these cups, there's, I think actually is 152 or 162 players who are invited, and this is based off of ladder. So basically the rank system, the top 100, actually, I'm sorry, I should probably check the actual dates, but the top 160 players who sign up on the North American ladder will get a spot in this event. So it's not necessarily like the top 160 ranked, it's the top 160 signups. So maybe it goes up to 180, maybe 200. In this recent case, it was really close. It was about 180. Regardless, and if you want to be playing in these tournaments for a chance to either win for like money or trying to get to regionals, you have to be high ranked. This previous time, it was about 670 LP for the cutoff for 160. So just keep that in mind for the Heartsteel Cup, which is going to be the next cup that you will be able to sign up for, as the KDA Cup is actually happening soon. So how is this working? Basically, the top 32 players actually get a bye to day 3, as this is a 4-day event. And these two tournaments, the KDA Cup and the Heartsteel Cup, will be essentially the same, just different dates. So there's 4 days in total. Day 1 and day 2, they happen on the first week. So it will actually be this Saturday and this Sunday. So day 1 Saturday, day 2 on Sunday. Players will play 6 games, and then essentially the player base will get cut in half. The top 64 will move on to the next day, with the best performing players getting a point head start for day 2. Same thing, day 2, it will get cut in half again until there's only 32 players left and no bonus points carry over. So day 1 and day 2 are both the first weekend, or I guess just first week. And then day 3 and day 4 are going to be next Saturday and next Sunday, the 13th and 14th. So it'll be 6, 7, and then 13, 14. The 32 that advance to day 3 will meet the 32 players who qualified from being top 32 when the signups occurred. So 64 players again, exact same thing. It'll be cut in half. The top performing get a point head start for day 4. And then day 4 is a bit more complicated. The lobbies will eventually boil down to just 8 players after a certain amount of games. And then the top 4 from this cup will qualify for regional finals. And then there's also a prize pool. So if we go back to the graphic, this means that 4 players, this is what this 4 means, will go and be able to play in the regional finals. So that's the whole point of KDA Cup. Heartsteel Cup is the exact same, it's just a different date. So February 3rd and 4th is going to be your first week, and February 10th and 11th is going to be your second week. Heartsteel Cup is going to be the cup that, if you haven't signed up, or I guess you can't sign up anymore, KDA Cup, as you might have noticed, it is happening this weekend. So KDA Cup you can't play in it anymore unless you are already signed up and playing. However, Heartsteel Cup, you are still able to sign up for it and play in it. So if you are looking to play, start grinding that ladder, trying to rank up and get to, it'll be a higher LP threshold because this previous one was 670. So who knows, maybe it'll be like 800 plus. But the snapshot date, which we will cover next in the roadmap, is January 31st. So this is going to be the Heartsteel Cup snapshot on January 31st at 12 a.m. PST or 3 a.m. EST. The snapshot will occur. If you are within the top 160 of the signups, you will get a chance, or you will have a secured spot to play in the Heartsteel Cup, either in day 1 or starting on day 3. So on the website, you can check out the roadmap. It'll show everything that you need to know, including the snapshot dates. For KDA Cup, for Heartsteel Cup, and then even the regional finals, and then eventually the championship, the international championship. So that's what the 2 mini cups are, and I guess I'll leave the championship for the very end. You might have noticed there's smaller snapshots. So you might be thinking like, oh, I see the KDA snapshot already occurred, but then there's snapshot 1, there's snapshot 2, 3. What is all this? Well, these 6 mini snapshots, as you might have also seen in the overview, are ladder snapshots. So what these are is still snapshots on these dates. However, it looks at the top 20 players, looks at the top 20 ranked players of North America that have they looks at the top 20 ranked players, and they will get awarded points based off their spot. I believe these players had to play at least 10 games between these snapshots in order to actually get the points, because if you just hit rank 1, they've changed the bank system to 14 days. Someone can just sit and not play any games and still get rank 1, or still maintain rank 1. So you do have to play games. I believe it is 10. But this is another way to qualify for the regional finals. So as you might have noticed, there's a certain pattern here, like KDA Cup, Heartsteel Cup, through ladder snapshots just being very high ranked during these dates. All of this is for playing in the regional finals. So regional finals is definitely the big thing, and up until February 23rd, we are trying to qualify to play in this tournament if you are a competing player in TFT. So ladder snapshots is essentially another method to qualify for the regional finals, and you do this by being high ranked, be the top 20, and then after the last snapshot, the 6 players, so we have a 6 here, the 6 players with the highest amount of points from ladder snapshots. So remember, you get a certain amount of points by being a high rank. So like rank 1 will get 25 points, and then rank 20 will get 1 point. The top 6 players with the highest points will get an invitation to play in the regional finals. So we already have 4 qualifying from KDA Cup, the top 4 in the final lobby. Same thing with Heartsteel Cup, the top 4 from the final lobby. We have 6 qualifying from ladder snapshots, which means the very last way to qualify for regional finals is qualifier points. So now we've covered the 2 tournaments, like the 2 like normal main tournaments, apart from the regional finals. We talked about ladder snapshots. Qualifier points, what they are is based off your performance in the KDA Cup and the Heartsteel Cup. You will get a certain amount of qualifier points. I believe this ranges all the way from it's about like 150, and then it might actually go all the way down to 1. I'll just confirm that by showing you here. Oh, it is not here. Okay, sorry about that. I guess we won't know. But you will get a certain amount of qualifier points based off your replacement in the tournament. So if you place very well in the tournament, you will get a lot of qualifier points. And unfortunately, if you go in like the lower spots of the tournament, like if let's say you go last place, then you will get very little qualifier points. And then the amount of people is 10. So if you're within the top 10 players with the highest amount of qualifier points between both of the cups, like across the 2 cups, you will get a spot to play in the North American regional finals. So just even if you don't win the KDA Cup or you don't win the Heartsteel Cup, performing well in them is still really important to get a large amount of qualifier points. And then let's say that you go like 6th in KDA Cup and then like 6th again in Heartsteel Cup. You're most likely like almost guaranteed enough to have enough qualifier points between like the top 10 players of qualifier points to make it into the regional finals. So these are the 4 ways to get a spot into the regional finals, and then I guess we'll talk about regional finals in a second. So that's basically what this all is. There's no last chance tournament, at least not this set, not this time. Maybe there will be in the future, but these are the 4 ways. So yeah, I guess we'll talk about the very last one now. So regional finals, this is like the big tournaments. This is the pinnacle of NA TFT esports. Basically, we are going to be deciding how many competitor representatives for North America we're sending to the global championship. So this is like the world's version of TFT, and it's the big tournament for North America. So that is what we're all looking to go for. I don't believe we have chosen the amount of players that we will be sending. This is still very far. We haven't even had our first cup yet, and there's no additional information. However, we do know it will be sometime in March. We're having this championship, and then I believe set 11 is happening in April. So that is all. I'll just do a quick summary before we actually do like the final summary. 4 things: the 2 cups, right? KDA Cup, Heartsteel Cup. KDA Cup is happening this weekend, at least week 1 is. I'll talk about to watch all this happen. I believe it's going to be on the official Teamfight Tactics Twitch channel. So just go on Twitch, you'll see like the Teamfight Tactics Twitch channel, and that is to see the main broadcast. If you have a specific streamer that you like, so whether this be like one of the biggest ones like K3 Soju, then you could just watch his perspective as he plays. I think he actually made it to day 3, so he will maybe be co-streaming. I know streamers such as Frodan are co-streaming. So you can either watch the main broadcast with actual commentators, or you will be able to watch a co-streamer. One thing to note, day 1 and day 2 are not officially streamed. So you'll most likely have to watch this through like a co-streamer or just someone who's actually playing in the tournament. However, day 3s and day 4 are officially streamed with player points of view on the official channel. So that's same thing applies for Heartsteel Cup. So this is how you're able to watch it. You can choose either main broadcast or player of your choice. And I think that's about it. So I'll summarize it in our summary slide here. So what you need to know, KDA Cup is happening soon. It starts in 2 days. It's going to be Saturday and Sunday, and this is going to be week 1 for day 1 and day 2. Remember that after each day, the player number is cut in half. So we're going from 128 to 64, 64 to 32, And then that 32 will meet the 32 high seeds that didn't need to play day 1 and 2 for 64 people on day 3. And it'll go down to 8, the final lobby, and eventually we'll have a winner, and the top 4 will move to we'll get an invitation to the regionals. So KDA Cup is coming up soon. That's something to note. And the second one I would say is begin preparing for the Heartsteel Snapshots if you are looking to compete in this. If not, then it's the same thing as KDA Cup. There's no changes to the tournament. It's just a different date. So being able to watch it is the same. There's still going to be week 1 and week 2. Yeah. Here are all the snapshots. So it's always going to be on Wednesday. Every Wednesday at midnight for PST is when the ladder snapshots. So if you are within the top 20, then this is your time to make sure like if you're heading up until this, like if it's getting close to the snapshot date and you're within the top 20, maybe it's best to just sit, wait for the snapshot to occur, and then keep playing after that, or go from there. But this calendar will also show you everything you need to see. So we see week 1 and week 2 of the KDA Cup, and then week 1 and week 2 of the Heartsteel Cup. So just remember, these are the same. It's just different timings, but they both have the equal capability of sending you to the regional finals, the big tournaments. So that should be everything. I'll be sure to leave a link to this website on the YouTube channel description. I think today's lesson, or I guess just like class in general, was very important because it's sometimes hard to find out about the esports scene for TFT, and especially just how to navigate it in general. Like I know I've been challenger since about set 4.5 and set 5. However, I only started competing in like set 8 or even 8.5 because I just did not know about the TFT esports scene. So yeah, hopefully this video will help you out. And if you are like highest elo, like at least like grandmaster, and you are looking to compete, well, this just gave you all the details you need to know. When you are going to be signing up, all you will have to do is, I guess I'll go to the Heartsteel Cup. All you have to do is create an account on this, log in with your in-game name, or I guess like just your account name, and then you can sign up. Let's say the Heartsteel Cup is coming. Currently that's on hold. However, once you hear it, you'll be able to sign up, and then if you do make it, the organizers will send you additional emails to fill out, like just regarding like information about like your account, and like you'll send in like pictures of like your icon that you want displayed. So that'll just be additional steps to help you get set up for the tournament. However, once you are here, all you have to do is hit sign up. There'll be a little button that says like leave tournament. So that means that you are in the tournament, and then you just wait for the snapshots, and then we have a counter or a timer for when the tournament starts. So start prepping for the Heartsteel Cup in this case, and we're going to be watching the KDA Cup or even playing in the KDA Cup. So that's all. Set 10 TFT Esports. This could be super exciting. It is a new team that has taken over, and so far I think their approach is pretty good. They're very helpful. Everything looks good, and I'm excited to see what happens. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Good luck in these tournaments, and good luck climbing for Heartsteel Cup, and I will see you next week.